If you would have come up to me when I was strung out with a camera in my face asking me intrusive questions, I probably would have knocked you out and taken your wallet. We really need to talk about content creators exploiting drug addicts, homeless people, homeless drug addicts for content. I mean, let's be real, bro. You've probably never been dope sick. You've probably never stared into a seemingly bottomless pit of despair. You've probably never wanted to just end it all and stop existing. You've probably never struggled that severely a day in your damn life. And now you think you're an expert at raising awareness. Come on, bro, let's be serious. It makes me physically uncomfortable, gives me the ick when I see this content on social media, and it's seemingly becoming more and more popular. It's like, bro, you see a struggling drug addict, a homeless person on the street who is visibly in a very deep and dark place in their lives. And you think it's a great idea to go up to them and start asking them intrusive questions about their lives. Why they're not in treatment, why they've never tried treatment, have they ever tried treatment, what drug are they using, why they're homeless, how long they've been homeless. I cannot even stand to watch this content, honestly, because most of these creators are what you would consider normies, right? They've probably always had stable homes, food in the fridge, a roof over their head, friends who actually care, family who actually cares, with zero clue of what it's like to live in straight up survival mode day in and day out, every single day, having to fight for survival. They see someone struggling on the street, walk up to them, hand them a sandwich, offer them a couple bucks, film it, give it a dramatic title, and call it raising awareness. No, bro, you're raising your subscriber count, you're raising your follower count, and probably the money in your own bank, not to mention your ego. And yes, I get it. Even when people do help, even then, to me, it feels like exploitation. It gives me the ick. Because even though you might be helping, even though the creator might be helping, the camera is on. It's becoming content, it's for entertainment. The person who is struggling becomes a prop. And the more I think about it, anybody who's high or drunk or homeless with mental health issues, do they really have the ability to give consent? Like, I'm wondering how it goes behind the scenes, like for real. Does the creator explain to them exactly what the video is going to look like? Because let's be honest, the struggling person has zero say as to the final product, as to what goes up on the internet that's there forever. The creator has control as to what the final product, the end result looks like. The creator has the control as to how they can manipulate what the situation looks like. They can make it dramatic, they can make it emotional, they can make it look however they want to make it look, whatever mood or vibe they're going for. If they want to tear at your heartstrings, if they want to make you mad, if they want to rage bait you. I mean, there's no balance in that kind of dynamic. And sure, you see those creators who actually, there are exceptions. There are some who are actually helping, like the dude, I follow him on social media, who gives homeless people haircuts for free. And even still, though, a few of those videos, it's like you're filming a junkie getting a haircut and the junkie is literally nodding out. Does that person give consent? How does that work? Because I know when I was strung out, did I even have the capacity to understand? Like, I just did things to get things, right? Like, if somebody was offering a free haircut, let's say, for instance, I needed a haircut when I was homeless or strung out and didn't have money. I can imagine the dude's like, "Oh, I'll give you a free haircut, but this video is going to go up on my social media." Okay. But like the dude just wants a haircut. Like the dude really needs a haircut. So it's like, do you have to give consent in order to get the free haircut? Because listen, what junkie would willingly, knowingly consent to having them in a straight nod, looking a straight mess online, seen by millions of people for eternity? Like, that shit's forever. I just can't imagine they understand the full scope. Because I know when I was high and when I was using, I seriously never thought about tomorrow or the next week or the next month ever. The only thing that mattered was what was happening in the moment. And if I need a haircut or a couple bucks or a sandwich in the moment, I'll pretty much say or do whatever the fuck you want without thinking about the consequences or the repercussions. And that to me is exploitation. Like, why do we have to film everything? If you really want to help the struggling community of drug addicts or homeless people, struggling with mental health issues or whatever, people living on the street, why do you have to fricking film everything? I mean, I can kind of understand if you really are trying to raise awareness or raise money for like a shelter or a program and you're just showing the general community or environment or what the streets look like, riddled with struggling people, homeless people, what the reality looks like. I understand that. But when it comes to filming individuals and straight up dedicating whole videos and making it personalized in that way, it's frustrating to me. I can't watch it because here's the real issue. People who are struggling, people who are suffering, living on the street for whatever reason, whether it be drug addiction, mental health, or anything, we already feel invisible. We need people to help with dignity, not for profit. People who are suffering oftentimes feel disposable, like we're just a statistic. And filming us or filming people who are struggling on the streets only reinforces that belief because you're turning people into props. You're turning suffering into profits. You're turning suffering into subscriber counts and followers. Even if a creator doesn't have thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of followers or people who watch their content on a regular basis online, oftentimes when us creators, when we post a video, we have absolutely no idea how many people are going to see it. There is always a chance that it's going to be seen by 2 people or 2 million people. We never know. So, really, my question for the creators is if you knew it was only going to be seen by 2 people, would you still do it? Because at the end of the day, you're only doing it and posting it for views, hoping that you get the 2 million, not the 2. Because let's be honest, exploiting people sells, right? Exploiting people works. Exploiting people seems to be a trend, and that sucks. Okay, I think that's all for my rant for today. If you agree with me, or even if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments. And before I forget, like and subscribe. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.